That's not easy, I tell you, because it's a camper van. I might end up taking all of this out. I'm doing a proper job, don't worry about that. You can't use a spirit level, although I've seen people try. I just want to simplify this van. That's all I want to do. Unplug that. Yeah, the lights have gone out. Now, a couple of weeks ago, I made a video all about my Mercedes Vario and me potentially getting fined £2,500 for it not being registered correctly. Well, I was absolutely shocked by some of the comments I got on that video. Shocked to learn that some of you guys have actually suffered the same fate as I did. And one person even got the actual fine as well. Luckily, they appealed and it got overturned. But anyway, because of that video and because of the comments I got on it, I've decided I'm not actually going to drive that van anymore until I have got the paperwork in order. I'm going to wait, get all that paperwork sent off, and hopefully it will come back as a camper van. But even if it doesn't come back as a camper van, it will most certainly come back as a van with windows, and it won't be classified as a HGV anymore. And I think there is the problem, because it is classed as a HGV. I'm actually wondering whether or not I should have used it when we went to Scotland. Was I driving it illegally? Despite it being taxed, MOT'd and insured, I mean, is the MOT even valid? I don't know, it's questionable. So basically what I'm saying is I'm putting that van on hold for the time being. I'm going to concentrate on getting my faithful old Sprinter up and running and getting this ready for a little road trip. Thank goodness I haven't raffled this off just yet. More about that later. Let's jump inside and I'll show you exactly what I'm going to be doing today. Good old Mary to the rescue. Yeah. There you go. As you can no doubt see, my wiring is a complete and utter mess. It really is. And the reason it's like this is because I have had various power banks in here, various battery setups. I've experimented with all sorts of different arrangements. But now that I've got the Bluetti Charger 2 installed, let me just move this bin out of the way so you can see. Now I've got that installed, I've got to say, that is it. I'm done. This thing works so well. I'm done with experimenting. It really does change the game. It does everything you want it to do, including you can take power from your power banks and put them back into your engine battery. If we had one of these fitted in Becky's Transit last week, we wouldn't have had all that drama that we had. So for that reason, I'm actually going to go and order another 2 of these, one for Becky's van and one for the Vario. But anyway, you can see the wiring's a mess. I want to sort all of this out, get rid of all of this stuff here, get rid of my bin, and then put a very small Bluetti power pack here. So make a nice little cupboard for it, plus get rid of all these plastic bins and make this into a chest. And we'll finish this van off once and for all. That, we don't need that plug in. This is the plug for my air fryer and my induction cooktop. I'll get that later. There we go. I've undone a few cables, rerouted them, and that just looks so much neater now, so much better. So this, oh god, that's heavy. This is the Bluetti Elite 300. And the reason I'm swapping everything out of this van for this is because although it's quite small, it does pack a lot of features, including a 2400 watt pure sine inverter and a 3000 watt hour battery, all packed into this tiny little power bank. But the most important thing for me is that it's got a 12 volt 30 amp outlet with a TX60. Is it a 60 or a 90? Hang on. Here's a cable I made up earlier. TX90 cable. So that is now going to be plugged into my main fuse board, giving me all the 12 volt power that I need and 240 volt power as well. Theoretically, this will give me everything I need to power this van. I really want to test this out and make sure it works before recommending it to anyone, hence the upgrade. And because it's not in the cupboard, I can actually get to it here. That's on. Now unplug our big power bank that's in the back of there. Now we will try and plug into this one here. There we go. So now everything in my camper van is being powered by the Elite 300 power bank from Bluetti. And because we've got the charger too, we can swap this out for any power bank. Any power bank, it doesn't matter. Yes, as long as it fits in this cupboard, of course. I'm going to build this out now. This, by the way, was to put heat underneath the bed to stop my batteries getting cold. But because I don't have batteries under the bed now, I've got this, I don't really need it. We simply don't need this anymore. So that's why I want to take it out. We don't need that. I'll keep the pipe though, because I might use that in the Vario that pipe. Because there's a little project I want to do in the Vario later on. Yeah, I just want to simplify this van. That's all I want to do. Just make this van a lot simpler. Like I say, so not only for myself, but also for the time has come for Mary to go to a new home. Well, not just yet, but it will do. It's coming. It's impending. Let's put it that way. There we go. That's good enough. That's clean enough. Right. Now, am I going to board this out? I've got to put a panel across here. So I need, I think, a bit of this wood going across there, a piece on the floor, and a piece on the floor here just to frame it out. It's going to be really simple, hopefully. Okay, well, I've cut all my bits of timber. I haven't screwed anything in place yet. I'm just getting ready now for the final fixing, as it were. I think I've measured everything right. It's getting it square. I think that's the trick. It's getting it, making sure everything is actually square. That's not easy, I tell you, because it's a camper van. As we know, you can't use a spirit level. Although I've seen people try. Believe me. That should be plenty strong enough. So this is going to be our frame, and a piece of wood that I'm putting here is actually a piece of timber that I cut out of Dragonfly when I fitted the window. So yeah, I'm basically using leftover bits of wood for this. This was left over from one of my cupboards. That is going to go in there like that. But let's screw this into place first. Let's get some screws for that. Now I'm going to drill a pilot hole down the middle here. I'm only going to put one screw through the middle of this. I might end up taking all of this out, so that's why I'm using leftover bits of wood, and I'm not being too fussy. Let's put it that way. I'm doing a proper job, don't worry about that. No, it's unplugged. Oh no, if I unplugged that, yeah, the lights have gone out. Hang on. Let's move that back a bit. Right, now bring this forward again. I couldn't exactly take the Bluetti out because I wouldn't have any lights, and it's getting dark now. Again, I'm running out of daylight. Seems to be the story of my life, doesn't it? Running out of light again. Check. Oops. Oh, spot on. Legendary stuff, that. Even if I do say so myself. There you go, that's strong enough. It's only got old clothes at the end of the day. There you go, and I'm going to put a box in there that I can lift out. I'm going to build a box to go in there. I've already decided. Now, the front of this, the piece de la resistance. Take a look at this. If I can find it, what do I do with it? Yeah, bugger. So this piece of plywood is what I cut out of Dragonfly when I fit the window. There you go, and I've made it so it now fits in there. And I really like the wood grain on this piece as well, so I'm so glad I kept it. It's got a real nice grain on it. So now we've got a little bit of dragonfly in Mary. There you go. It's going to look all right, isn't it? Let's get some screws to screw that in. And I've still got to put the heater vent there yet. Don't think I'm going to do that today. That might have to wait till the morning. At least we can see what it looks like, can't we? We get an idea of the overall effect, as it were. Yeah. Let's get this one in, and I think I'll call it a day then, and I'll finish the rest off tomorrow. Look at that, that's going to look great, isn't it? It's on top. Look how much room there is. I can get so much more in here, and by the time I make a little square box to go in there, I'll make a little lift out box. It's going to be perfect. Yeah, it's going to look lovely. Right, let's get the lid on so we can actually see what it looks like. More importantly, I need to drive this. Yeah. I don't think that looks too bad. Yeah, by the time I fix that in properly, get my air vent there and my plug there, I think that'd be great. Might even put a different plug on here, one that's sunk in rather than one that sticks out like that white one. It is ugly. Get a nice brass one on there. I think that'd look great. Right, I'm going to tidy up and call it a night. Finish it off tomorrow. I'll see you in the morning. Well, I decided to soldier on despite it getting late. After all, it was only a few screws I had to put in and add a vent for the diesel heater outlet. Didn't film it because yeah, my camera doesn't like being used at night basically. And that ugly plug that was there as well, I've now moved on the inside. After all, I only ever use that when I'm plugged into shore power, and that doesn't happen very often. And the only time I use that plug socket is when I'm charging my Bluetti power stations. Speaking of which, I'm really impressed now with this because I've just realised something. Look how small it is. This is perfect for any micro camper van, let alone a big van like this. After all, it has got everything you need. You've got the 12 volt 30 amp outlet, which is what's powering all my lights now. It powers my diesel heater, my fridge, my ceiling fan. Everything can be powered from this 12 volt 30 amp outlet, making this the perfect power station for any camper van. And couple this with the Bluetti Charger 2 as well, you can actually add an expansion battery to this. Absolutely brilliant, fantastic, love it to bits. If you want to get your hands on one of these, I will leave a link in the description of this video purely for your convenience. Use my discount code BluettiMel, you may even save yourself a few quid. Can't recommend it enough. Absolutely fantastic. It's so good, in fact, I'm actually going to go ahead and order a Bluetti Charger 2 for Becky's van as well. I think that would be a perfect fit for her van. Right, let's get my clothes back in here, get this all back down, and then we'll call it a day. Still got my drill to put away yet. Right, so I think these tubs might even fit in here. Oh yeah, no, I need to get rid of those, but as soon as they fit, I'm going to put them back in there anyway, just purely for the convenience of it. Yeah, they fit in there. Look at that, absolutely brilliant. Put that back on there like that. And there we have it. All I've got to do now is put a nice little sliding door. But do I need it? Do I need a sliding door on there? After all, it's just so easy to get to this. Oh look, we're down to 99% now. That's not bad, considering all my lights have been on, my fridge has been on, I've had my diesel heater running, we're down 1%. Not bad at all. Right, now before I do go, I want to say a heartfelt thank you to everyone that subscribes to the channel. I really do appreciate your support, and if you're new around here, then please do consider subscribing. After all, it's completely and totally free. And also make sure you got the notification bell ticked so that when I upload a video announcing I'm going to raffle this van off, you won't miss that video. There you go. Hopefully you found this video mildly entertaining, slightly informative. If you did, then don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you very soon. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Ta-ra for now. Right, I'm going to get something to eat.